On this episode of Hot Rod TV, we're back inside the sacred halls of automotive knowledge at Lincoln Tech.
Oh man, I think I'm in automotive heaven.
And this year, the staff and students are once again combining their skills to put on an epic car show.
It's a big car show, lots of cool cars. Some of the best cars out here in Colorado come out.
But the real stars of the show are the student-built projects.
We're now at a point where we can make a stand and show what we got.
Anyone with a passion for building cars knows the place to get the best hands-on training is right here in the Lincoln Tech garage.
This is a hot rodder's dream right here.
And it's all happening right now on Hot Rod TV. The Denver, Colorado Lincoln Tech Automotive School is gearing up to host their annual car show. And this year there's more enthusiasm, bigger crowds, and row after row of awesome cars.
Most of the kids that come here, even if they're in the welding program, they want to build cars. This is the hub of what they're interested in this whole school.
This campus is the best campus you could ever find. It is the Rock of the West.
We have, most all the modern tools. Everything in the collision department, you see, frame machines, paint booths, everything is top-notch.
We are fully equipped for anybody who wants to get a good start in life and make a good career of it.
We have a lot of students come back. For one in the welding program, they come back and they'll practice before they take a weld test for a job. You enjoy talking to those, especially, the ones that have been successful early. Some of them go out of here pretty successful right away, and that's pretty neat to see.
They got some real smart students coming out of here. You don't know when the next Chip Foose is going to come out of this.
From my standpoint, it's pretty much about passing along a trade to another generation.
If they had this when I was in school, I'd probably still be in school. So I love it. I love being around these guys.
The students come into the program with a passion for cars and a desire to learn. They're focused, determined, and thankful for Lincoln Tech's world-renowned expertise.
First day we came out here, we were out there in that welding shop, welding stuff together and getting parts together, and it's hands-on. As soon as you come in, you're working on cars.
I came to Lincoln because I want to learn about the restoration of cars, and I love old cars.
When I got into the course and I started looking at, what I'm going to learn, I got excited. So I even started looking at the internet, looking at projects, I
got involved with the 1968 Lincoln Continental. It was a ground-up restoration. We went in, did body work, did all the paint. I did the painting myself. I had a couple of classmates help us with the install on the body panels.
It's a clean facility. It's a new facility. And when you come up to the front, man, that's the big, beautiful facade. Man, it just makes you want to be here. Makes you proud of being in a facility like this right here.
The best part about being a student is it's fun. It's all hands-on. After I graduate, I want to go into a custom shop and restaurate older cars.
I'm hoping to move to Florida and open a custom body shop. I want to start working on custom muscle cars, hot rods. I actually have a project idea for this car. Can't really tell you that because it's a little secret.
The idea to the common person, well, you know what? Okay, I have a 1932, I can bring it in here. I have a 1969, I can bring it in here. I have a 2012. Hey, they know what to do with it, okay? Knowing that you can take all those cars from those eras and repair them, restore them, customize them. I'm telling you what, I'm so excited. I think you can see it.
Don't go away. We've got more Hot Rod TV coming up. Hot Rod TV is proudly brought to you by Lincoln Tech, Lincoln Technical Institute, the official technical school for NHRA. Welcome back to Hot Rod TV. We're hanging out at the Denver, Colorado campus of Lincoln Tech, getting ready for their spectacular annual car show. But first, let's check in with Robert Thompson at Cope Design, who knows the value of hiring a Lincoln Tech grad.
Been in the cars my whole life, as long as I can remember, mainly because my dad.
It works pretty good. He more or less does
the higher end stuff and the newer type cars and stuff, and I do the older stuff.
He's always had like the coolest cars, you know, and then I started out with like Hot Wheels, and my dad would just buy me a brand new Hot Wheel and I'd take it apart and be like, Dad, paint this.
Growing up immersed in the automotive world can certainly influence a child with a desire for building. But for Robert, it was his passion for the artistic side of the industry that made him the man he is today.
The art side of it for me is just doing something new to a car, figuring out the body lines of it, the way everything just flows.
And Robert's artistic leanings aren't restricted to just the auto industry.
Cope Design came from a graffiti background with me. When I was, like I said, when I was like 12, 13, I started doing graffiti. There was a real big artist from New York. His name was Cope 2. He came into Denver for a B-Boy Summit. I think I followed him around for the whole week he was here. And then everyone after that just started calling me Baby Cope or Little Cope, and it just stuck.
Once he discovered his love for cars and art could be translated into a career, he and his dad decided it was time to open up their own shop.
I think I was like 19. I got my first job at like a shop. And I started out doing like everybody else, sanding cars, throwing the trash, cleaning the bathroom, all that stuff. I started doing stuff out of my dad's garage, and I just got slammed with work. And then finally me and him were just like, let's just open a shop. Let's just do it, you know, all the way.
One of their first builds was a beautiful custom pickup that made its big debut at the world-famous SEMA show.
First year there, and to win Best Truck in the show at SEMA was like unheard of.
We totally did that truck from ground up. Roadster shop frame underneath it, put all new wiring, custom paint. My son did the airbrush work on it.
Like when we were getting the award and everything, you know, Foose was up there, everyone, and then I'm just standing there like, you know, and people are like, well, who's this guy? And they're like, oh, well, they built that truck. So after that, that just put us on the map. We're always just trying to push the envelope. Every car that comes in, you know, no matter what it is, we just try to think of something new, something creative.
Like every growing business, Cope Designs is always on the hunt for new talent.
One day I had these two twins come into the shop and asked to intern with us.
It's put me, I feel, kind of in the right spot, like meeting up with Cope Design. I like hot rods. I like restoration too, but I like more custom, more fabricated kind of restoration.
They would come in, do what they were told. You know, you didn't have to like babysit these kids.
Kids knew what they were doing there, and the teachers there teach them pretty well.
It was easy to put them to work, and we liked the way that they worked and stuff, so we just decided to bring them on.
I've learned a lot, yeah. My confidence level has grown. I honestly could say we build some top-notch cars.
And one of their top-notch cars turned out to be one of the big winners at the 2012 Lincoln Tech Auto Show.
The car show went well. Winning at the end was shocking to me because I was just like, wow, that's crazy.
The turnout at that car show was huge. I mean, they're inside, outside. I mean, it was like a mini SEMA.
It's good, you know, for the kids to come out and see these cars and want to get involved in them and work on them.
You know, of course, it brings everybody together, you know, in a good place to show everything off.
I think the anticipation is to just see what's new and see what else other people have been building. It's going to be a good show. I mean, we're not taking the same cars that we took last year, but we have a couple new things that we're going to bring out.
Don't go away. Hot Rod TV will be right back. Hot Rod TV is brought to you by Original Parts Group, the leader in classic GM parts, and MagnaFlow, quality, power, sound. Welcome back to Hot Rod TV. We're hanging out in the Mile High City for Lincoln Tech's annual car show.
We're back here at Lincoln College of Technology in Denver for our second Hot Rod car show. We're excited. We've built up the cars. We had move-in start at 7:30. We had car show up at 6 o'clock. It was crazy.
This year's great. We got a bigger crowd, nicer cars. Everything's going great today. Sun shines out and everybody's having a good time at Lincoln College of Technology.
This is unbelievable. We have more people here than we could ever believe.
We have the inside completely filled. We have some winners from last year that are here.
We service everything west of the Mississippi, so we enjoy having people come in from Nebraska, Wyoming, Montana, you name it.
I could not begin to tell you how far away some of these cars came. This is, I would say, the first car show of the season, and it brings people out dusting their cars off, anxious to get their cars into a show and get the season started.
And we're anxious to take a look at some of these incredible rides.
Lincoln Tech here in the Denver area, right off I-70, has been a tremendous supporter of young kids that get them in the sport and get them in there for being a technician, because that's the up-and-coming thing. There's less and less technicians, and we really need lots of sharp guys and girls that can come in and do the job.
We do it so early in the season. That is the starting point for people to get their cars out of the garage, clean them up, show them.
Oh, we got speedsters, dragsters, old antique cars. We got all kinds of fast new Jeeps coming in. We got all kinds of four-wheel drive. We got everything popping.
I thought last year we had a lot of cars. This year, it's above and beyond that. I can't believe some of the cars I walk past, and I'm just amazed. They're beautiful.
Behind every beautiful car at this show, there's a story waiting to be told.
Oh, I had a 63 Chevy Impala I loved. That was my first car as a young man, so there's a couple of them here that are beautiful.
Well, it's a 73 Dodge Challenger. I've had this since 1991. It used to be a street car, used to cruise. You can ride it to the track, drop the exhaust, put slicks on, and just decided to keep going faster, faster, faster. This is the only hobby I have. I live and breathe this car.
I brought my little toy right here, 67 Camaro, that I worked on for 2 years. It was a 6-cylinder. It had a 3 on the tree speed, and just an old grandma's car, I'm assuming. Took 2 years to do a rotisserie restoration on it. This is the maiden show for the car. It just got finished last month. The last touch that I put on it was an 8-track stereo. Going back to my youth, I remember playing an 8-track, having an 8-track in all my cars, so it definitely does bring back memories. I was actually carrying the students through my build process. I would bring in pictures and show them, and they were just so excited, couldn't wait to see it.
I think it's very important. You know, a lot of these guys, myself, we learned on the streets, and this gives them a good place that they can learn and from the experience of their instructors and other people around them, learn how to do it the right way.
While there's no doubt the cars at the Lincoln Tech Show are incredible, there's more to this event than just checking out the rides. In the end, this function is designed to support the program.
Today, I'm pinstriping cell phones for a donation of the Patron's Choice, and the money goes to the Student Fund.
And while excited fans get their phones customized, let's check out this awesome souped-up Ford.
I got a 1937 Ford. It's Lamborghini orange. I got a 572 in it, 400 turbo hydro, and a Ford 9-inch rear end with a Detroit locker. I've loved cars ever since I was a kid. I also have a 1923 Ford Bucket T. I have a 69 Corvette. I just love cars, and I just wanted to build one, and this is what I like. This is what I wanted.
And from a fantastic Ford to an absolutely pummeling Pontiac, this show's got it all.
Brought out my newly finished 68 Pontiac Le Mans. Got an LS1 with a 6-speed, motor and trans out of a 2001 Camaro Z28. Got a cam, did some computer programming on it, changed it up. A lot of suspension mods, big sway bars, front and rear, airbags, quick ratio steering. Plan on doing some autocross stuff, some open track days with it. Going out and beating on it a little bit this summer. Lincoln Tech is a big influence here. I've talked to a lot of people that have gone here, and the programs they have are real helpful. The welding, the body shop, all the stuff they offer. It's amazing what they do here, and the facilities here are just amazing.
More amazing show cars after the break. Don't go away. Hot Rod TV is brought to you by Coker Tire, the leading supplier of tires and wheels to fit any era of collector vehicles. We're back with more Hot Rod TV. The campus at this year's Lincoln Tech Auto Show is packed to capacity with enthusiastic fans and an amazing array of cars.
Our show this year is amazing. We have well over 350 cars here. The turnout is great, the new cars that we're seeing. My favorite is the 1923 Ford Roadster inside. It's amazing, a car that you never see.
Last year was about 165 cars. This year was over 600. Lots of neat stuff, lots of neat people, variety of cars from imports to wild trucks to muscle cars to stock cars to all kinds of cars. This is really a neat show.
You definitely have to have your walking legs around here. We've been walking up and down trying to find the best car. We have tons of instructors that are here helping out. We have alumni back from 1985 that showed up with their vehicles this year, so it's wonderful. The word is out.
And one entry that seems to be creating a lot of buzz is this one-of-a-kind Hemi-powered golf cart.
Well, it's just an exhibition car that I built for my wife, and she's been racing jet cars and circle track cars and stuff. And we decided to settle down a little bit and do something not so dangerous. So we got a golf cart and put a 604 cubic inch Hemi in it, and we go around and do exhibition shows and fire it up and let the people hear the car run.
I started out racing my pickup truck, and that wasn't a whole lot of fun. Then I went to super gas, and yeah, that was okay. But the jet car, no, I liked it.
Well, we started out when we was 14 years old building cars before I even had a license. We were building cars in our mother's driveway and in the garage. And we just been building cars for 50 years now and been married 55 years. So we've been building cars about one every 2 or 3 years. We build something different. We just like tinkering with cars. We love it.
Wouldn't you like to hear it? It'll be plenty loud. Gotta have your earphones. But boy, is that fun.
The wide variety of cars in this show is something that Lincoln Tech students appreciate, probably more than most.
As you can see, it's a large turnout. It's a lot of old Camaros, and I've seen a lot of new Camaros too. You know, mine's a plain Jane, but I've seen something that gives you an idea of what yours could look like if you decide to do some things. We talking muscle. When you talk muscle, you have to talk Mopar, the elegant Road Runner. The name Road Runner just speaks moving, you know, running, raring to go. You know, look at it. Nice boxy style, beautiful lines, just muscle, you know, ready to get down the road. That's what I like about the Road Runner. Awesome. Fabulous to start off with. The beautiful weather, beautiful people, the wide array of vehicles out here. Okay, we got some good music, got some good food back here, okay? But to see a Mopar, man, for me, that's what does it for me.
As well as featuring classic muscle cars, hot rods, and restorations of all kinds, the Lincoln Tech Auto Show is quickly establishing a reputation for showcasing rare and unique rides, like this 1969 AMX.
The car gets driven all the time. I do autocrossing, and I've done 105 on the straightaways up at the State Patrol test track. The whole show here at Lincoln Tech kicks off the summer of hot rod and shows. Best part of the show is hanging out with all the good people, seeing all the nice iron that's down here that you normally wouldn't see.
It's a cool local show.
And the fans are out in droves. Even local Denver personality and pro stock driver V. Gaines has stopped by to take in the sights.
Oh man, I tell you what, there's some neat stuff out there. There's some goats. I love goats, the old goats. Some beautiful Chevelles, Camaros, Vettes, some really nice custom rods. I tell you, this is a hot rider's dream right here. We're always interested in upcoming young talent. And this is where they start. It's huge. I've never seen so many bays and cars and everything else. I mean, this is very impressive. Oh, I tell you, this is fantastic. Let people know that hot rodding is alive and well, and there's a place to come learn how to work on them, see the new innovations, the new stuff. Where else could you go? I mean, I grew up hanging out in mechanic shops and, you know, snot-nosed kid just trying to look over people's shoulders. Here you can come learn everything you need to know and go right to work. Southern California has got, you know, Friday night you go cruise around the LA streets and
They got some beautiful cars there, but we got some beautiful cars here. It's just with the weather, we don't take them out as much.
Coming up, it's finally time for the much-anticipated awards ceremony.
I'm V. Gaines, NHRA Pro Stock Racer, and you're watching Hot Rod TV.
Stay with us. Welcome back to Hot Rod TV. Before we get to handing out the awards here at Lincoln Tech's annual auto show, let's take a quick spin around the campus for one last look at this collection of stunning rides.
Thank you guys for coming out and making this such a great event. We're going to go through the categories. Imports. And in first place for the classics is car number 22. All right, now for off-road, in third place we have car number 574. Winner for hot rod is number 74. Congratulations. Thank you.
With over 300 beautiful cars to choose from, narrowing down the winners was no easy task. And to take home a trophy from such a vast selection is definitely a high honor.
My buddies and I, we all live out east, got together, came out as a group, got here, hung out today, had a good time, ended up winning my class.
But really, the winners at this year's Lincoln Tech Auto Show are the passionate enthusiasts, fans, and students who've made this event such a success. As the turnout continues to grow year after year, the students and their work gain more visibility, which in turn supports the program, getting the next generation excited about working on cars.
We're always willing to top it. We always want to top this. Getting the name of Lincoln College of Technology out there in the Denver area and the hot rod community, this is what we want to do. We seem to do a great job this year, and I know 2014 will be better.
I think we just do it again next year and make it bigger and better.
For over 65 years, Lincoln Tech has worked tirelessly to help young people achieve professional success through their hands-on, job-specific training programs. And if this year's car show is any indication, the future of the industry is looking very bright. See you next time, right here on Hot Rod TV.